What's up, guys? It's your girl Makita back with another video. If you are new here, hello and welcome. And I truly hope that you find value in this channel. So go ahead and stick around with us and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. So listen, this video is all about the difference between losing fat and losing weight. And I know, listen, I wish someone would have told me on my weight loss journey that there is indeed a difference between losing fat and losing weight. And I want you to stick around to the end of this video so that you can know which one you need to be focused on. All right, sis, let's get right into it. So when we talk about weight loss, that is an overall decrease that's coming from either water, or it is coming from fat, or maybe coming from muscle, okay? So when you get on the scale, that instrument is measuring everything in your body. It may be measuring whether your period on and you have water retention during your period. It's gonna measure whether or not you haven't had a bowel movement in a couple of days. It's gonna measure the water weight that's built up if you had a high carb meal the night before. It's gonna measure whether or not you ate late in the evening and that food, you still have undigested food in your stomach. So when you get on the scale and it automatically just told you, holy cow, I just gained 3 pounds overnight, rest assured that that is not the case. The scale is a device that's going to weigh everything. Now, on the flip side, let's just say you happen to have had a few low carb days. Let's just say you were really focused on eating lower carbs, higher protein, and it kind of released a lot of water weight. So when you get on the scale after 3 days of doing this, you're like, oh my gosh, your girl just lost 5 pounds, when it may just be water weight that you lost. Do you see how misleading the scale can be? That is why I always teach my clients that we can use the scale as a weight loss tool, but you do not want to put all your eggs in that scales basket, sis, because I know for sure that you're going to be frustrated. So I hope that can clear up a little confusion why you don't want to just focus on the scale to measure fat. Okay, now what you want to be focused on is fat in your body. See, everyone has a certain percentage of their body that's fat. For example, when I was heavier, I probably had 35 to 40% of my body mass that was fat. Now, my body mass index, the percentage of fat that's in my body is around 24%. What that means is 24% of my overall body composition is fat. So I'm kind of what they consider in the healthy range. So let's say, for example, 40% of your body is fat. You want to tap into that fat, okay? So, ding, 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 you want your goal to be focused on losing fat, not weight. That's the confusing part of it. And I tell you what, I wish someone would have told me this before, because I used to put so much emphasis on the scale, y'all. I would get depressed. I once went out and brought a whole new scale one morning, convinced that my scale was broken because I worked so hard and that scale was not budging. So you want to make sure that you are finding other ways to measure your progress besides the scale. So what other tools can you use to measure your progress besides the scale? Okay, Makita, so if you don't want me to use the scale, what the heck can I use to measure progress? And this, sis, is going to take practice, because when you are addicted to using the scale, it is so difficult to not use that tool as often. What I teach my clients is to focus on your clothes and what you see in the mirror. That's gonna give you a more telling sign than the scale would any day. So here's 2 things I like you to focus on using. I like you to focus on using videos of yourself. And every 4 to 6 weeks, taking new video of yourself or progress photos. You want to get in the mirror and take those progress photos. You want to take a progress photo usually every 4 weeks. Lastly, you want to buy yourself a measuring tape and take your measurements. Now, if you want me to make a video on how you can accurately take measurements, I will do that. Indicate that in the comment box below. Yes, make another video on how to take measurements. So you want to take progress photos, you want to take your measurements and track your measurements, and you want to go by how your clothes feel. Find yourself, when you first start on your weight loss journey, find yourself a snug pair of jeans or a tight fitting shirt and try that shirt on every couple of weeks to see if you are losing weight. If your clothes are starting to fit loose, if your belt notch is starting to go down, sis, you are losing fat. And those are things that the scale cannot always adequately measure. I have found that my clothes would start to get loose, and sometimes that scale would not budge for weeks, but my clothes were starting to fit loose, and that was my indicator that I am losing fat. Okay, so do you have any indicator that you need to break up with the scale? If the scale is leaving you feeling depressed and frustrated and aggravated, I would stop utilizing the scale for at least 3 to 4 weeks. Now, once you can get used to stepping on the scale and it not make frustrated, then I ask my clients to use that as one data tracking tool and take an average of your weight, weigh yourself daily and take an average of your weight. The scale cannot adequately measure how much fat's in your body. It's just a tool, one tool that you choose to utilize or not. So the takeaway from this video is stop using the scale to track all your weight loss progress. And 2, to start focusing on losing fat rather than losing weight. I hope you found this video beneficial. If you did, make sure you hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm and comment one takeaway, just one simple thing that you learned that maybe you didn't know from this video, and let me know if you want me to make more videos like this in the future. Okay guys, see you in the next video.